Hey guys, and welcome back to another Age of Empires 2 replay audio commentary. In this game, I've got a 1 versus 1 Nomad game, and this is actually a follow-up video to my previous 1v1 Nomad video, the Portuguese versus Persians video. So this is a 1 versus 1 ranked game, and it's actually the next 1v1 ranked Nomad game that I played after that game where I played as Portuguese against Persians. It was a couple of days later. And in the Portuguese versus Persians audio commentary, I noted that I had been losing water but still winning the game. And the water aspect is one of the things that I wanted to focus on in my next game. I wanted to play a game where I focused on winning water in Feudal Age. And when I got this game, I figured that I hadn't actually played Koreans yet in 1 versus 1 Nomad. And Koreans are a good civ for going water in Feudal Age. Koreans are currently, I think, the third best civ on Nomad 1v1 with a 56% win rate after Dravidians and Persians. And normally I don't like to sort of pick the best civs on maps because I'd rather play something that's a little bit more down the pecking order. But because I hadn't played Koreans in 1 versus 1 Nomad, I felt like giving it a go. So one of the reasons why Koreans are so good on Nomad is of this particular bonus here is the villager line of sight. Korean villagers have +3 LOS on their villages. That is absolutely amazing on Nomad in particular because it allows you to find a really good town center spot and find the resources that you need, like boars and sheep and like a close wood line, super easy. Alright, so I'm going to go to my view lock and unpause the game. Okay, as you can see, I can already see 3 sheep, a patch of deer and a boar. I can see a berries, I can see a wood line, and that looks like a good spot for a TC, and there's a good spot for a dock. So my start in this one is absolutely perfect. I've got my TC up within the first sort of 20 seconds of the game, which means my town center uptime is going to be very good. It should be before 2 minutes 30. And I've already got 3 sheep that I can scout with. I can already see 2 boars within the first minute of the game, and my town center is already on top of a deer patch as well as berries. And my dock is close to 2 shorefish. So this is literally like the best 1v1 start that I've ever had, I think. And that is a lot due to the bonus that Koreans have, where villagers have the +3 line of sight, and also I guess luck as well. So I've town centered kind of in the bottom corner of the map, and I can see that I don't really have another close wood line. Actually, there's 3 deep fish. So that's probably the best dock position that you could ask for. 3 close deep fish to the starting dock. Sometimes you don't even get a close deep fish. You might have like a medium distance to 1 or 2. So I couldn't ask for anything more. Like, this is literally a fantastic start, and it's going to give me really good chances going into the later stages of this game. So my town center was up at like 220 something, which is a good time. I think it was like low 220s. And I'm queuing my villagers to wood. So I'm going to put 3 villagers on wood, and then I'm going to send the fourth villager to go out and collect a boar. And I've already lost my dock sheep. So I've already found my enemy's town center location as well, and they're across kind of the other side of the map to me. So that means that I'm probably not going to be pressured on land in Feudal Age. The civilization I'm playing against is Berbers, and Berbers are not really a civilization that is going to go into Feudal Age. They're going to go for Castle Age because that's when they get their best bonuses with the cheaper knights and cheaper stable units. But on Nomad, Berbers are most likely going to be going for a castle and camel archers. And Koreans is kind of the same. On Nomad, Koreans are a castle dropping civ, and it is one of the best maps to use their unique unit, the War Wagon. So I have bought in my first boar. I've queued up my first fishing ship, and now I'm building my second house. That's going to come up in time. I've got 3 villages on boar, 4 villages on wood. I'm going to go up to sort of 6 to 7 on wood, and then start adding some extra villages to food. So because my start is so good in this one, I've got 2 boars that I can see, plus actually 2 deer patches and berries. I'm probably going to be able to go a very nice fast feudal time here. And I've got quite an efficient start with efficient lumberjacks on the wood line, no idle town centre, getting out my second fishing ship rather quickly for a civilization that doesn't have a Dark Age eco bonus for creating fishing ships. I'm going out for the next house, adding an extra villager to boar now, with going to 4 on boar. And around this point, I can start to think about bringing in that next boar, because I want to be going for that fast uptime. So 6 on wood, 4 on boar, got the 2 fishing ships out, the 1 villager on shorefish over next to my dock. I'm not sort of moving my camera around really, because I've sort of explored all around my town centre. I can see like all the resources that I need to. Sending one of those boar villagers out to grab the next boar and bring that under the town centre. I've added a 5th villager to boar now. I've got 7 on wood. Going to garrison and shoot that boar down. So I've got a couple of boars under the TC. Queuing up another fishing ship, so fishing ship number 3 is coming out, building the next house. Again, haven't had any idle TC. I've just found the 3rd boar. So I think I can actually see a couple more, but I'm definitely going to be able to bring in an extra boar after this one. Maybe not straight away, because I can go to the deer or the berries after these 2 boars are finished. I can add a couple of extra villages to the boar, and now I'm going to go for my second building, and I'm going to make it a gold mine, because I don't really need to mill at this point. I'm going to be going for a fast feudal anyway, rather than a fast castle, so I don't necessarily need a mill straight away. If you're going for a fast castle, I think a mill first is usually the best idea. So now that boar is sort of finishing up, I can go to the close deer patch. I think I shoot that boar under the TC. Sorry, the deer. Oh no, I just missed it. That's not too bad though. And just a little bit of inefficiency on the villages there under the TC, so moving those villages onto the hunt that's close to the TC, queuing up loom, and I should be able to force drop and click up to feudal age here. Got plenty of food. There we go. Feudal age on 18 villages. That's a very, very good uptime for 1 versus 1 or any sort of Nomad, team game or 1v1 Nomad, and it's probably going to be my best Nomad uptime on any of my videos. I don't know if I've had a perfect start with no idle TC and clicked up on 18 villages in any of my Nomad videos, and that was very nicely done with Koreans who don't have an eco bonus. So here I'm building my second dock on the way up to feudal age. That's something that I usually do anyway, whether I'm playing 1v1 or team games. I'm going to add a couple of extra villages to gold. Currently I've got 2, and I'll add another one later. Second dock going up now, and I'm saving up my wood. I've got 30 housing population space, and in this one I decided that I'm going to go 3 docks in feudal age and go 3 dock navy production early to win water. So this was a bit of an interesting decision. So I've decided to make my 3rd dock sort of near my TC, rather than use my dock villager. So there's the 3rd villager going out to the gold mine now. I'm up to feudal age, instant double galleys rather than queuing up double bit axe. I think I'm going to go double bit axe when I get my next 50 wood. So I want to get those, because galleys, you want to mass a few galleys before you push out with them. You don't kind of send like a galley forward unless you're confident that you're going to be up first and you're going to have some time to snipe some fishing ships. So I've actually gone for 3 galleys. But one of the galleys is producing in the same dock as another one rather than in the 3rd dock that I just made. I'm going to be bringing in my 3rd boar now. Also got a sheep under the TC, and I've got the berries there. So I've got heaps of food. So I should have 3 galleys producing now. So I've got 2 galleys. I'm just moving my fishing ship to be close to the 2nd dock, but there's one that's not working at the moment. I'm going to shoot that boar as it's coming in. Banking a little bit of wood here. I could have probably been queuing up some extra galleys. I've actually chosen to get double bit axe. And then I've got the 4th galley up. I've just spotted a dock that has been built close to my original dock. That appears to be a forward dock from the enemy player. I can't see any fishing ships there, so I'm going to use the 2 galleys to scout, and I'm going to build a couple of fire ships because it's going to be sort of close quarters combat, and a mix of galleys and fire galleys is actually not a bad idea, because if the enemy player is going fire galleys it means that you have a bit of a meat shield and you don't have to micro your galleys as much. I've just got them housed here. I need to quickly rush up a couple of houses. I can see that there's some fishing ships. The enemy's microing his fishing ships away. I just wasn't looking there, so I missed the opportunity to snipe one of those. So I know that there's a couple of fishing ships just in between those two docks, and he's obviously got something queued up in that dock over there. So I'm going to move my other fishing ships close by. I'm getting in town watch because I got housed, queuing up a couple of fire ships. I could have been a little bit more proactive here with going in between those two docks. I just don't know what's in there. There could be a whole bunch of fire ships going for the blacksmith because I want to be getting fletching. There I can now see a fishing ship that's popped out of that dock. So I'm going to go and try and find those. And just keeping an eye on... There we go. You can see that there's some galleys and the enemy player's going for galleys. Now, Berbers have 10% faster moving ships, which is actually really nice for their galley play. You can see how fast and smooth that Berber galleys move. They're very, very good for sniping fish. So I've got to be careful. I've got to try and keep my galleys alive. And here, I've got enough food for Castle Age, but I don't have enough gold. So I need to probably put... I've got 11 villages on gold now. Oop, he's doing some good work with the micro there on those galleys. So I'm going to go back. I'm just going to work on taking down that dock, and there we go. He's got his fishing ships in there on that deep fish, and he hasn't noticed that. So I get my first fishing ship snipe. I also need to build a market. I need a mill first. So I'm just putting up a mill in a random location. And I didn't lose a galley. I can see he's got a nice massive galleys there on the other side of that dock. I'm able to snipe. I think that was 4 fishing ships. I'm not 100% sure if that was all the fishing ships he had, but I've been queuing up fire ships pretty much the whole time to work on that dock. So I've got 4 fire ships and I've got, I think, 7 galleys with the 8th one coming out. I don't have fletching yet. I'm going for the market now. And then I'm going to work on taking down that second dock. I was wondering whether he had a third dock somewhere. I haven't seen one, but it's possible that he's built one. Rushing up the market with 4 villages. And I should be able to click up to Castle Age after this villager. So his galleys are nowhere to be seen. Now, one thing is he could be... Well, obviously, my fires have just been hit by a demo ship. I need to sort of split them up. It's possible that they're going to get demoed. I think I mucked up the micro a little bit here. I need to sort of spread them a little bit around the dock. Probably a little bit lazy with how I position them there, because the two on the bottom side are quite close together. So that dock goes down. No sign of the enemy fishing ships yet, but they're obviously somewhere, and I had a feeling that they were possibly looping around. I haven't made any fishing ships from my third dock at this stage. I want to be trying to find his navy. I'm still queuing up warships because I don't know whether he's continued to invest into navy. I've got a kind of a nice mining camp there actually. So I'm going to go onto stone. I'm going to build an outpost just in case the other player's going for some scouts, or he's going fast castle to go camel archers or something like that. Bringing in my dock villager back to the TC, and then just as I've queued up some extra fishing ships from my third dock, there's the enemy galleys there. They've circled around to the other side of the map and they're going for fishing ship snipes. Unfortunately, most of my navy's around the other side of the map. I don't really have anything to protect my fishing ships, so I'm going to have to pull them back and send everything back. I've got a fire ship chasing them. I've got 8 villages on stone actually. I've got plenty of wood, I've got a nice amount of food income. I'm up to Castle Age just after 20 minutes. I'm in Castle Age before my opponent, so I'm going to go for the second town centre. I need to get my navy in a position to protect my fishing ships. My fishing ship's currently not working. Getting in Bosaw nice and early in Castle Age, and I'm going to put some extra villages on food. Getting the war galley upgrade. Again, I've had to send my fishing ships pretty much halfway across the map at this stage. I can see the galleys on the mini-map. I think I just saw them. I don't know, maybe I missed them. Oh, there they are. No, he's decided to go back. His ships are faster than mine, so I'm not going to be able to catch them. But I should be able to move my fishing ships back into the deep fish, sort of near those docks. There, war galleys come in. I'm going to be able to block him from passing through that tight gap. And I can see that he's going out to make another dock, so I can move some fire ships over to stop the redock. And here I'm going to be putting up a castle to protect my town centre. I'm going to go for the third TC first because the red player has only just now made it to castle age, so he's not going to have any camel archers up yet at this stage. Possible he could go knights, but I think I'll be okay. Like, I've got 2 town centres. I've got good vision. I've got town watch researched, so I'll be able to see anything if it's coming. And again, apart from that one time getting cows, I don't think I've had any idle TC. Getting horse collar nice and early, I can start to throw up a couple of farms. My TC positions are pretty good, one on stone, one on a secondary gold. And then the castle up to protect both of those town centres. Again, I haven't done a very good job of controlling my navy. I've sort of been focusing on my macro. So I've allowed his galleys to sort of give me the slip. I don't really know where they've gone. I've got to be sort of careful. And here I've decided this is something that I don't do that often. I'm actually going to palisade wall that spot because I've realised that this side of my base with the 2 extra TCs and the castle is quite well protected, but that side on the right of the market is exposed, so I'm going to wall that up. One thing that I probably need to improve in my game is improving my walling. That's something that lets me down occasionally when I'm playing, particularly in team games, on like African clearing or whatever. I've lost a couple of games from archers walking into my wood line and not being able to do anything about it. Castle's up, queuing up a war wagon, and I'm getting in the gold mining upgrade as well. And I'm focusing on getting my farming eco down. I've got enough food to keep my town centre running. And then something attacked. Oh, there we go. The galleys have actually looped around and they're going for my fishing ships again. And my navy is all out of position. I think he must have hit them in the corner of the map. So I'll have to send all of my galleys back around. And it looks like he might have sniped a couple of fishing ships. So I've got a couple of war wagons. I'm sending them forward. I might be able to get a villager kill there. No, he garrisons in time. And it looks like he's on for multiple town centres. I can see 2 TCs there. War wagons, it doesn't look like he's got anything to kill my war wagons though, so I can idle his farming eco at the very least. I can see he's on stone, he's going to be going for a castle. Again, I haven't been microing my navy while I've been doing this, which I probably should have been switching back and forth between my war wagons and my navy, and again, I still haven't killed the enemy's galleys, which are sort of unaccounted for. Possibly, there they are, and unfortunately he's getting some fishing, he's sniping my fishing ships, which is a bit annoying. However, I am going to be able to pincer him in that passage there. I can turn my galleys around, I'll corner him with my fire ships, and I'll finally be able to take those out. I lose one of the war wagons to the town centre. Again, I haven't really been, like, my micro here has not been very good, but my macro has been pretty decent, I would say. So I did some patrols with my fire ships and my galleys, and it looks like his navy's been taken out. So I lost all of my fishing ships, but I have full water control, so I'm going to add extra fishing economy back in. I've got a monastery to pick up that relic. I've got enough stone for a second castle. Koreans obviously have a stone mining bonus. Getting in wheelbarrow now. I've mainly just, like, I haven't really been microing the war wagons. I probably could have done better micro in this game, definitely, with both the galleys and the war wagons. However, I think because I've been macroing decently, that's made up for the deficit of not really getting any villager kills. And now he's got some monks out. Monks are a very good counter to low numbers of war wagons, so I'm going to have to be careful about that. Now I'm adding in the extra fishing eco. And I'm adding in a barracks because I want to be getting up a archery range and a stable to get in husbandry and thumb ring to upgrade my war wagons. Camel archers are actually pretty good against war wagons as they get bonus damage against war wagons, so I have to be careful. And it's not a matchup that I have personally played against very often, so I don't exactly know how my war wagons are going to match up against his camel archers. I can't quite recall, like, how that goes, so it's something that's a little bit unfamiliar to me. I've got heaps of gold at the moment. I've just, I think I just spent some of it there. I'm getting in gill nets for the fishing ships. I can see that there's a monk. If he's currently denying my stable, which is a bit annoying, I'm going to try and take down that monk. Unfortunately, he gets the kill on the war wagon, and the war wagon also kills my other war wagon. And I was able to get the stable up though. So because he's going monks, I'm going to be going into some light cav. And that could be a good complementary unit to the war wagons that I'm making to give me a bit of a front line. So here I'm just making sure that he's not trying to redock and kill my fish. Got the second castle going up. It's only with 2 villages at the moment, which is a little bit risky considering I can't see to the north of the castle. There's another monk. I've got to be careful with the war wagon conversions. And unfortunately I get another war wagon converted. And I can see that he's now got a castle up on that hill. Just dodge out of the way there with that scout. Berber monks do not get sanctity though, so even though they do get some of the other upgrades, they don't get the hit point upgrades, so they're pretty easy to kill once you get on top of them. I'm going up to Imperial Age now, so I'll be up to Imperial Age probably around 35, 36 minutes, something like that. I'm getting in the stone shaft mining upgrade. As you can see in the top left of the screen, I've gotten bow saw, horse collar, gold mining, stone mining, and wheelbarrow. And I'm getting the second gold upgrade because I'm going to be making gold units in Imperial Age, like war wagons, siege. That's all cost gold. It's important to get that gold upgrade. And now the camel archers are on the field. There's only a few of them, but they're an annoying unit. I've got the light cav that I can use to try and snipe the monks. Now this player's micro in this game has been quite good so far, and I haven't, he sniped my fishing ships, he's converted my war wagons, he's been pretty slippery overall with his units, which has been pretty annoying. I'm pretty sure I've got ballistics researched, so that'll help me snipe the monks and the war wagons a little bit better. I'm getting in a siege workshop that I can make some mangonels or some bombard cannons, and Koreans get the free tower upgrade, so I'm going to start securing some of the map with the Korean guard towers or keeps. And I'm queuing up the light cav. I'm getting ballistics now, getting +1 armor. And I'm going to be queuing up some extra war wagons, getting in a mangonel, currently housed. My population's quite good. I'm at 140 pop, which isn't too bad. And that tower next to my gold has given me quite good vision. I can see that there's some monks there, so I can probably go and snipe some of those. That was quite nasty period of getting housed. Getting in Yupshong, which gives me some extra range on the towers. I'm up to Imp, instantly queuing up a Treb. I've got enough. I do have enough for a second Treb at this stage. I think that my Martyr Castle's still researching the unique tech. See the camel archers are popping out and they're going to try and deny that castle. Sorry, the keep. I probably should have pulled the villagers back, but I didn't. And I'm sending in some light cav to go and snipe those monks, because he's obviously not looking at that area. He's looking at his camel archers. And even though I've lost a few villagers trying to get that tower up, I'm going to be able to get some snipes on those monks. It looks like I've killed 3 of them, so that was nice. I'm going to lose that war wagon probably. Yep. Getting in forging, conscription. I've got second trebuchet in the queue. Sorry, a third trebuchet in the queue. The second one is out. His castle's on a hill, which is a little bit annoying. Getting in thumb ring for the war wagons. I'm going to go and move on to that stone, because I'm out of stone at the moment. He's repairing his castle. I'm going to send the light cav in to try and snipe that monk. That's very inefficient wood chopping, so I'm going to move those villagers. I kill the monk. Saves the villager though. Again, quite decent micro. So I can see he's coming forward with the camel archers again. It looks like he's trying to slip in through that 1 tile gap. I probably should have walled that off. I'm going to go for the conversion. Don't get it. And I'm going to have to chase his camel archers. Luckily, I palisade walled that area, so he's not going to be able to get in. And now I've got the 4th trebuchet, I think, out at the moment. Yeah, 3rd and 4th ones are out. He's got his first one coming out. I get one of the camel archers and they're running away again. The red player's micro has been quite good. It's been very slippery. I haven't really been able to snipe many of the units apart from some of those monks. So here, I think I've got enough units now. I should just be able to tank with the war wagons. I can send the white cab in to snipe the trebuchet. The white cab are also tanking, so the camel archers aren't shooting at my war wagons. It looks like he might be out of stone as his villagers have stopped repairing. He's losing his camel archers. And then the castle's going to go down and he calls the GG. So I think I did the strategy, I executed the strategy that I wanted to go for. I got a really good feudal age time. I got the 3 docks up and I had very good warship production. However, it was a bit sloppy of me letting the Berber player micro his galleys around and snipe all of my initial fishing ships. However, I was able to add in 12 extra fishing ships with gill nets. Actually, it might even be 13. No, it is 12. And I was still able to have a nice food eco with the water control. And I didn't really need to add, like I fished out both the corners where my docks were. I didn't get to the stage where I needed to add an extra dock, I don't think. Maybe unless I just wanted to make some extra fishing ships. And my war wagons, I got full upgrades. I didn't have chemistry. Otherwise I had fully upgraded castle age war wagons. I didn't have elite war wagon. And it looks like, yeah, he's got only castle age upgrades there. So if we look at the statistics, he had a better military score than me, so his KD was much better. He out microed me. He converted some war wagons. However, my macro was superior, and I guess my feudal age timing and the fact that I went for the 3 docks. I had more resources collected in every area except for a little bit of stone. Again, I had the faster feudal age by 30 seconds. Very good feudal time at 11:08. Castle age time, like in my 1v1 nomads, my castle age times haven't been particularly impressive, usually because I go a little bit into feudal age in the navy or maybe like towers or something on the land, and I was 2 minutes faster to imp. And then I had 60 more villages. So I think the war wagons, even though I didn't micro them very well initially, I was able to idle a lot of his economy, and he possibly might have had a lot of idle TC because of that. Similar, like 2 castles each. I don't know where his second one was. Where was it? Oh, he built one back here. That's a really weird spot for a castle, to be honest. I don't know why he put that there instead of, it could have been over here or something like that. Very weird. Anyway, so this game pushed this count into the 1400. This was like a 1390. I think he was 1394. I was 1396. 1v1 elo on this account at least, and that's pushed my main account into 1400. 1v1 elo, and the highest, I think it's 1412 or something like that, highest 1v1 elo I've ever achieved. Not that I focus too much on 1v1. So that about finishes this one off. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you look forward to the next video.